Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you. I can just imagine you looking through the screen and sitting in your house maybe or maybe in your bedroom or the kitchen. It's been so long since we've had a chance to be together here at church. I was away for a while. We've all been away from this building for a while. It's just been a long time, but it's good to see you. I hope that you had a good summer. I hope that you're ready to get back to school and that things are going well with that. Gosh, I wonder if you even recognize this place where I'm sitting. It's that place in our church building right before you go into the sanctuary where you can pick up some crayons and a coloring book, or maybe you can get a storybook and take it into the worship service and have something to do while church is going on, while worship is happening. That's where I am, and that's where I'm going to tell you a story about that Jesus told the friends that he had in his church. It was a long time ago, and Jesus told this story, and thought I would pass it along to you. All right? So Jesus tells this story to the people that were that he knew, people in his church, about a man who had two sons. Okay? Now, this story could just have easily been about a woman who had two daughters, or a woman who had a son and a daughter, or a man who had two daughters. It really doesn't matter, but Jesus tells the story. A man had two sons. He had two sons, and he goes to the first son. Maybe it was the older one, or maybe not. We don't really know. But he goes to the first one, and he says, I want you to go and work in my vineyard, which was a different way, another way of saying, I want you to go do your chores. I want you to pick up your broom. I want you to take your plate from the supper table and rinse it off and put it in the sink. I want you to do what I need you to do. The man asks his son, or tells his son, really, and you know what the son said? He said, nope, not going to do it. Sorry, Dad, I'm busy. I don't think I can squeeze that into my schedule. I have other things to do. And he didn't go, and he walked away from his dad, and then as he was walking away, maybe even as he was taking the first steps away from his dad, he began to think, I wonder if that was the best decision I ever made. Maybe he realized that his dad might get angry, or that he was really sad at what he decided, or maybe he thought, well, I don't have much else to do. I may as well go and work in the vineyard. We don't really know, but after telling his father no, he changed his mind and showed up at the vineyard and worked. Meanwhile, the other son, his dad says the same thing. I want you to go work in my vineyard. And you know what that son said? He said, you bet, Dad, I am your guy. I am ready. I'll go get my gloves. I'll do whatever you need for me to do. I'll be there in 2 shakes. And then on his way to the vineyard, he got sidetracked. Maybe by the butterfly that was flying around in the breeze, or maybe one of his friends called, or maybe he had no intention of doing it in the first place. We don't know. But the second son, who said, you bet, Dad, he never showed up. He never came. Now, I wonder why Jesus told this story about these two sons. And I wonder if we could maybe find ourselves somewhere in this story. I wonder if Jesus might have told this story to remind us that if we make a bad decision, we know it's wrong as soon as we make it, or maybe it takes us a while to realize it. There is often time, usually there is time to change our minds and make it right. And that may have been what Jesus was saying. As far as the other son, maybe he was saying that when we say we're going to do something, it's really important to follow through. People count on us. Maybe that's what Jesus was saying. I'm not sure, but I'll bet we can find ourselves in this story. I'll bet we've made a bad decision here or there and then changed our mind to make it right. And I'll bet there's a time or two when we've said we're going to do something and we have either forgotten or gotten sidetracked or just didn't show up. So we're kind of like the people in Jesus' story. And Jesus tells this story to remind us that there are a couple of things in life that are important. One is to remember that there's always time to change our mind, to make it right, and that it's really important to follow through and do what we've told people we're going to do. So that's the story Jesus told, and I just told you, and maybe you can remember that story the next time your mom or your dad asks you to do something, and you have a decision on your hands to make, okay? All right, everybody, let's say our prayer. You all repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for giving us parents and helping us make good decisions. Remind us to do what we say we're going to do. Amen.